Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Riza Isnaini Putri with last name 2361. Here I will present on resolving workplace conflict. What is conflict? Conflict occurs when the needs of one person interfere with the needs of another, and the parties disagree on how to meet their needs. With different people working in one organization, it can be difficult to avoid conflict. Conflict have positive or negative consequences both on individual and team performance. The difference depends on your ability to identify, confront, and resolve this conflict appropriately. By learning to handle conflict well, you will increase your success and the success of your organization. There are many reasons behind workplace conflict. 1. Different communication style. People communicate in different ways. For example, a person with an indirect communication style may have trouble successfully communicating with someone with a direct communication style. 2. Change. People often respond negatively to change, especially if they feel threatened or unprepared to successfully deal with it. This can sometimes be a source of conflict. 3. Prejudice. Today's workplace is filled with people of different ethnicities, religions, and sexual orientations. Some people reject rather than embrace such difference. 4. Mismatched goals, expectations, or values. This type of conflict is often the most difficult to resolve. Many people are uncomfortable with any sort of conflict because they feel unequipped to handle it. In order to deal with workplace conflict, they incorporate a variety of negative coping methods, including 1. Avoidance. The belief that if you ignore a problem, it will go away. 2. Acceptance. Sometimes it's easier to accept the problem than gossip and complain about later. 3. Accommodation. Trying to please everyone and fix everything rather than deal directly with the conflict. 4. Combative behavior. Exhibiting mean, abusive, and rude behavior which is inappropriate and can turn violent. Using such coping methods will negatively affect your work performance, distract you from your job duties, and sap your enthusiasm for work. Therefore, do everything you can to learn how to confront and resolve workplace conflict. Before you can resolve conflict, you must confront it. 1. Listen to your thoughts and feelings. Write down your feelings if necessary. 2. Assess the situation. Take some time to think about the situation. You have let your frustration level increase. You may have a distorted interpretation of the situation. 3. Acknowledge what is going on. Remember your perception of the problem may differ from someone else's perception. If you have negatively contributed to the situation, acknowledge your behavior. 4. Set aside time to talk. It's often best to resolve conflict the day it happens. Set aside time to talk in person. Words and feelings are often misinterpreted on the phone and in email. Resolving conflict. Before you sit down to talk, make sure you are in control of your emotions. If the talk becomes combative or overly stressful, take a break or reschedule it for a time when emotions are not in control of the situation. 1. Identify the issue. State your needs in a respectful and honest manner, but be aware of the needs of the other person involved. Communicate the problem without placing blame on the other person. You will avoid injuring your coworker. 2. Listen actively. Give someone else a chance to voice his or her own thoughts and feelings. Use your active listening skills. Don't interrupt and make sure your body language is relaxed, not threatening. 3. Explore the solutions. As a gesture of goodwill, be the first to initiate some sort of resolution. Try to generate some sort of compromise. Brainstorm possible options. Try listing the pros and cons. Know when to agree to disagree. 4. Respond. After you have discussed the issue, don't let your frustration increase. Act on the solution you and your coworker have agreed upon. Focus on preserving a positive working relationship. Sometimes, conflict is not easily resolved between two parties. In order to resolve such conflict, a third-based party is often needed to intervene, clarify the situation, and suggest possible solutions. Talk to your supervisor before your conflict reaches a dangerous level. He or she may suggest taking the issue to a human research mediator or attending a conflict resolution workshop. That's all I can say. Hopefully it's useful for all of us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.